Hi, welcome to another episode of the Unity Blueprint. I just want to share, like, my day's just been a bit of a weird one, really, because, like, yeah, I feel like I've done something silly as of last night, and I feel like it's silly in the sense of like I was trying to basically create an a s- a- an advert basically for my podcast, and I had then basically was trying to put a song on there from Spotify, but then I got told I got to pay for some licensing fee or something like that, and I was like, "Rah, I think everything's like a bit too much." So I was like, I'll just make my own, and I was like, so I basically I wrote the lyrics. Obviously, it said share my life story, my life journey, everything like that. Put it all together, and I basically had then also even in it, I was like, I even said, just don't make a hint. This is meant to be an advert, basically. Don't make a hit. Yeah. I mean, the first one sounds bang, but I tried to do another one, but like a deeper one. I don't think it's as good, but I'll still let it go, lay out basically. But I don't think I'll ever get a song like that again. But anyways, yeah. So today the weird day is basically it's about unity, and what I'm doing is just basically trying to bring us all together, really, and mainly to do with the people of faith, ideally. And but funny enough, everyone I've been bumping into today has been Christian, and I'm like, wow, that's actually interesting because Al Isa is Jesus in Islam, and so the prophecy is that he is coming back. And one of the signs was that basically, one of the signs is that closely is time to return. Is basically when you can't tell the difference between a truth and a lie. Um, yeah, deep, right? When you can't tell the difference between a truth and a lie. Um, I mean, these days it's hard. Like to be honest, it's crazy because I've basically gone through this thing, yeah, where I used to lie a lot when I was younger, and then by the time I ruined like my first marriage over like petty lies, and then since 2013, it was 2013, sorry, since 2017, I've basically I've did a vow that back then, and I've not actually told a lie since. I mean, the odd white lies don't count. That's basically within sales and business, basically. But nothing like that. Or other than that, I can't lie. I can't physically lie. I'll get caught within the next 5-10 minutes, basically. But what I'm trying to say is, ever since 2017, no one has believed me. So I'm always having to prove people wrong, and I mean I thrive off it. I thrive off proving people wrong. But all my life I've had to prove people wrong. I mean, like when I was trying to go to uni, my brother was like, "Oh, why are you going to go uni? Like you're not even going to pass. You're just going to fail, or the best you'll get is a third. So I'll make sure I get a tutu." Even like in when I worked at sales, I got told I'll never be a top seller there. Um, yeah, and I was, but yeah, it's just one of them. This is like what would I say? People would always say, "You can't do this, you can't do that." I mean, who cares what you think? Just show them. Don't let it affect you, basically, because it doesn't affect me anymore. I mean, at the time, yeah, probably I did, and I probably used to like get to. But I tell you what, that fire that used to come in me, it wasn't like, oh, I'll go home and cry about it. I actually turned it that into fuel, and I use that to motivate me to like basically uh drive myself. For example, if someone said I can't do sales, I'll push myself to the max to be number one, basically, and I just basically was like doing it, and like being the only brown guy, especially on my calling floor at the time, it was quite a big thing for for myself. I mean, if so, I'm basically based in Kingston upon Hull. uh, in Yorkshire, and well, it's well, not well when you look out the window, it's not right now, but yeah. uh, Anyways, what I'm trying to say is like anyway, the reason why I stayed in Hull is because it's one place where I've moved around since I came back to England in 2004. I was in Leicester, then went to uni in Manchester. Well, actually, it was ended up being Crewe, and then who I met my ex, who was from here in Hull. But I stayed in Hull and I made a life for myself, and like it's ended up being the place I ended up calling home. Uh, Weird enough, in 2017, after after my first divorce, I basically I had experienced homelessness. Then basically, and I was a guy from a council estate over here took me in, and I walked into a pub called the Drake Pub, and I was the first, let's say, first one of my kind, uh, to set foot in that pub. And but over there is where I learned about community. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know. I think I'm getting a flu. I've been walking around without a coat and no t-shirt. Yeah, so I do apologize. Right. Anyways, no one likes to hear a cough, so yeah, that's me cancelled. Right. Anyway, I think I'm just coughing too much. So what I'm going to say is thank you for tuning in. I'll carry on this episode soon. Well, our next episode, what I'm going to do, I've actually got some people who's going to come in and talk about standard education. Uh, a woman called Victoria. She's studying in English literature right now. I've got my the actual human Chloe, who will pop in as well. Well, yeah, it's gonna grow. My mate Will is gonna grow. So basically, this is gonna actually shock you when my friend Will comes on the show. So I am actually I'm a Muslim basically, and my mate Will, he's a Jew. And we pretty much like brothers. We like best mates. Like we've been friends since since we first started rescue together. We were first job interview together, and yeah, we've just been friends ever since. And yeah, we've had the odd banter, but we've never actually gone into deep talks about what's happening in the world and stuff like that because yeah, we've just never let it phase us. And somehow we've just managed to like just be like just be there for each other. Like even like his parents are great, everything. And it just shows that what y'all beefing about, like I mean, I know what's what, but the truth is, does everyone I know it's easy to I'll tell you how economics works basically, and the way economic works is when segregation in is basically created in certain areas and stuff like that. It created that economy boost within that area, and but now there's been a shift basically where integration now is becoming that currency and that economical boost. So the boost for integration is now a thing where everyone's like, oh no, uh, the regulars or the locals, whatever, they want their country back, blah blah blah. But integration is like key now because it's come to that shift where basically back in the time where where my grandparents basically had basically gone through that shift around then, there was a shift then when they needed integration back then. So that like say for example, my granddad and that was like in India, and they got taken from India during the time where the British Army had occupied India, and they took him to Africa, and that's an economical strategy basically. And they needed that integration basically to boost the economy. And like everything goes round in a cycle, we are there in that cycle where it's going to need that economical integration boost again because that's what happens. Yeah, I mean it's just one of them. Like everything goes round in a circle, that fashion, everything like that. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show, and I'll see you on the next episode.